We joined the super legit crew before the show, just after Josh hit us with a heavy topic that we won't even bother to share with you.
I didn't mean to bring that up before we started. I didn't think it would.
I already fucked everything up by requiring us to have a conversation about how fucking awesome I am.
Yeah,
for 10 minutes.
Which
that was actually on the agenda, so
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
We can just everybody just cross that off your agenda
before it was brought up.
Well, as long as we all feel bad,
perfect
right? I mean, like
juxtaposition.
that's
That's the main thing.
I feel bad by default, so honestly, it's great when other people do too. It's the Super Legit Podcast, everyone. I am your host, Jarrett Lennon Kaufman, a.k.a. Jet.
Ooh, full name.
Yeah, I go all the way, baby. Speaking of all the way, let's go all the way through our cast. We've got Josh Spence.
I'm here.
We have Chris Sanders.
I just didn't like the way you said going all the way, baby.
Oh, that makes two of us. We have Stephen C. James.
I will agree. That sounded so uncouth.
Okay, that makes three of us. Sean Michael Boozer.
I'm going to need just a moment. That was a lot. That was a lot.
Yeah. I need a moment too, but I'm the host, so I can't do that. I have to just keep the show rolling. Jen Burton?
I was fine with it. It was totally couth in my book.
Thank God. I needed that. And my co-host.
No, wait. Before you do that.
No,
what?
No,
before you do
what
that,
is it? What?
I just want to formally announce
yes.
that I give my full-throated, wholehearted endorsement of one Michael Heiman as the co-host. We have finally spent time together, and you know what? He's not a bad guy. So I didn't know how you guys felt about being on the fence about him being the co-host, but I thoroughly endorsed the gentleman.
It's about time that the two of you got together and figured out what was really, really underlying.
He's a good hang.
Yeah.
He's a good hang. So you guys get on the bandwagon, guys.
It was quite gruesome.
Well, there is my co-host who has now been endorsed finally by Josh Spence.
This is kind of a
Michael
huge moment, to be honest.
Fully endorsed. Wow,
Yeah.
fully endorsed.
That was a fun night we had, dude.
He approves this message.
Yeah.
We did. It was an all-timer. Absolutely.
Co-host.
And we were on TV.
So, fully endorsed co-host Michael Heiman, what is our question for this week's episode of the Super Legit Podcast?
Ooh.
Jet, this week's this week's question comes to you from listener Tango.
That was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, like you speak pretty at the top, motherfucker.
It was a Heiman slip. It wasn't Freudian.
This week's question comes from listener Tango Edelstein.
Oh, nice.
And the question is, what's the best example of entitlement you ever witnessed?
Oh, you've ever
question,
witnessed, not you're a part of.
Yeah. Not that you.
So it can't be like a news item. It's got to be something
something personal,
experienced?
right?
I got it.
Okay.
Firsthand.
I got a firsthand account. It was my second year teaching, and there was this one kid who I had who was an absolute nightmare in class. Just a real problem.
Why?
So terrible attitude, super negative. I remember he would always do poorly on assignments because he barely tried. And there's one assignment where I pushed him to do really well, and he actually got a B- on it. And when I handed back the paper, he was like, "Oh, after all that, I got a B-," and he threw it in the trash. And it was like he had been getting 30% on things.
Oh wow!
And this other teacher and I were like, "Okay,
wow,
we got to do a parent-teacher.
Yeah,
we got to do a parent-teacher meeting, right?" So we call him in. His mom comes in, and his mom is very much wet-eyed, I just don't know what to do with this boy, and I just wish that. And he stands up and goes, "God, Mom, why are you such a bitch?" And he throws his backpack across the room and storms out. And I was just okay, I'm thinking, about this would be the time if I had said this to my mom when the lights went out in my eyes from her hands around my throat.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like, because my mom would have murdered me. Murdered me. And, because I grew up in the 80s, no jury would have convicted her.
Right.
Every jury would have just been like, he said what? And you gave birth to him? Case dismissed.
Yep.
And he stormed out of the room, and she was just like, and so it's like the three of us. It's these three adults. The child in question is no longer there, and she just goes, I don't know. And we were like, we do. We know. Like, take everything that he loves and remove it from him, like, and make him earn it back. And it's, yeah. So that was my big. I've never had a teacher meeting where, and I've had some doozies. I've never had a teacher meeting where the kid showed so much like, I clearly get to do whatever I want.
In the mom's defense, parenting is difficult. It's much easier not to. So I get where she's coming from.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's much easier to be like, hey, you take care of this kid.
Super.
Okay, well, we'll get started with your therapy session. And
oh my God, are you gonna talk that poorly the whole time? I fucking hate this place.
This is my first session I've ever had with anybody.
They gave me a brand new person. Oh God, this isn't gonna work.
I just want to talk a little bit about your relationship with your mom.
I feel like you've talked a lot already. God.
I literally have only been talking for
You know what? I don't even want to talk about that bitch. Don't even get me started on her.
Okay, we won't honey, even... Let's just let the nice lady talk.
Thanks, Karen. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks, Karen.
So what
It's mom, but that's all right. That's all right.
Can you
can express yourself
your mom,
however you wish.
Mom?
No, it's fine. You can call me Karen. It's fine. I'm just making it
Karen,
short.
we're just trying to set some boundaries here.
Okay.
Can you try calling your mom?
So here's the thing.
George?
I thought it'd be more respectful to call her Karen than call her by her job title. Do I don't call my driver. I don't call my cook. They have names. I respect her, so I'm saying Karen. Karen's a bitch, by the way.
Okay, well, adding that adjective on is not awesome, but
it's fine. He can express himself however he wants. But Jimmy, I just want to check real
Mom,
quick. Do you actually know the name of your driver?
Something with a K, I think. I want to say Keith, Carl, Cupido. I don't know. Why are you?
It's your mom. Her name's Karen.
Am I on trial here? Am I
your mom is your driver. That's the point right. She's trying to make.
Yes,
is
I
that
also do cook all the meals too. So yes,
she does all of the work. She's trying to do kind of a third person thing to show you the amount of work that she does for you.
For you, sweetheart, because I love my special little boy.
You know what? I didn't ask to be born, and I definitely didn't ask to be born to you.
Okay.
He makes a good point. He makes
a lot of great points. I actually really liked what you said about not calling her by her job title. And you're right. She is your mom, and that is a big job. So that's an admission right there.
I'm going to call you by your job title, though, because you're a licensed harpy. That's what I'm going to say, right?
No.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, doctor. My bad, doctor.
A licensed harpy? As in, so what's your point there, George, that I'm talking too much, that you don't like the tone of my voice? Which part of it is bothering you? Which part of it made you throw your backpack across the room as soon as you came in and made it explode on the wall?
I feel like you're just making points and you don't really want to know the answer. You're not asking with an investigative mind. You're not looking to understand. You're looking to make judgment with these questions, and I'm not about that.
What are you about, George?
I'm about 12 years old, and I don't think I need any of this bullshit.
I'm gonna write that down. That's been our session. That's if you guys can pay your $200 at the door, that would be wonderful.
Write it down, underline it, highlight that shit. I want you to have that memorized.
I do take checks.
Great.
Thank you so much.
What year is it? Why are we writing checks? God, you're such a bitch. Who writes a check in 2024?
All right, I'll see you both next week.
Maybe.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Hey, Doc, I wanted to say thank you so much for this session. I feel like I've grown so much in our time together, and I just remember when I came in, I was, it was just outlandish behavior. And
George,
I just know
you've
that,
grown so much.
Thank you.
I think it
Thank
helped
you.
after your mother died. That helped you grow out of your experience. You don't even carry a backpack anymore.
You know, they say that one of the ways that you can stop banging your head against the wall is that the wall just falls down on its own. And I think that might be what happened with me.
Well, George,
Yeah. I mean, it's like I'm a whole different person.
It really is. And the last 40 years of treating you has been, I mean, first of all, you're my longest running patient.
Yeah,
and also,
yeah.
you know, there were some lean years where you were my only patient. So I feel like we've grown together. I into an elderly woman and you into a fully functioning man
52-year-old.
who's soft-spoken, who doesn't throw things.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
And I would like to go ahead and apologize too, because well, with my mom only being gone a year, it was 51 years of that same behavior, you know, just repeated over and over again. It made it difficult for me to maintain any intimate relationships or hold a job down. And you know, so many times when people would like prescribe me anger management, I'd be like, well, I know just the lady who I'm going to, my stupid therapist.
I know, and you walked in the day before your mom died. You walked in and you said those exact words. Look who it is, my stupid dumb therapist.
Yeah.
And you also called your mom a bitch, just like 100 times during that session. And then your mom died during the night. And then the next day you came in and you were just transformed.
You know, I don't want to play the blame game here, but I think it could have, my behavior could have partially, just some of it might have been my mom.
I mean, she seemed like such a wonderful woman. I mean, it seems like her effect on you was definitely very negative. It could be that, you know, in your private moments that your mom treated you in a way that I didn't see, but she always seemed nothing but...
Hey, baby, come here.
What? My name is not Baby. Do you even know my name? It's George.
I don't care. I don't care, you little shit.
Oh.
Now listen to me. You see
I'm
that floor there?
I'm
You see
looking at
the
it.
floor that you swept earlier?
You have my face shoved right up against it. Yes, I can see it.
Mm-hmm. Let me try a little bit closer, you little fuckhead.
Oh, it hurts so much.
Oh, does it? Does it? Do you know how much it hurts my eyes to look at how filthy this floor is after I told you to sweep it 3 times today and you failed me?
You failed your mother?
No, she was pretty great all the time.
Oh, I mean, that's what it always seemed like in our sessions.
Yeah, that was pretty much her all the
She was
time.
always so polite, and I just never understood why you would violently call her bitch. And then just one day you flipped my desk over, and there was that time you crashed your car into the side of the building, and we're just like, shut up, you bitch.
Yeah, the time I took your briefcase and broke the window with it and threw all your stuff out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm glad that I've worked through it now. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. Sorry. This is for you. It's a Harry and David fruit assembly. It's peaches and pears.
Look at this beautiful arrangement. I love this. Thank you so much, George. This is wonderful.
And can I read the card to you?
Oh, I would love that.
Okay.
My reading isn't good anymore.
Yeah, those glasses are giant.
I know, and I still can't see anything.
You're not a stupid dumb therapist. What you are is someone who changed my stupid dumb life.
Well, George, that's the best card I've ever received. Thank you. This is beautiful. Wow. Thank you. You know what? I think we're done here.
Honey, I need you to take a seat, and you've got some explaining to do. Number 1, who is Harry? Number 2, who is David? And number 3, why are they sending you what appears to be an edible arrangement? And number 4, why are they calling you my pet name of a dumb, stupid, dumb therapist?
Darling, let me just start by saying shut the fuck up.
Legit.
The circle is complete.
Sorry I called you George and Jimmy.
No worries.
The best example of entitlement that really grinds my gears is when you're having a conversation, or I'm having a conversation at work, and somebody comes in and they interrupt the previous conversation because what they have to say is just that so important that everybody has to shut up to hear what they have to say. Mm-hmm. That's the interrupter guy. It just that gets me. So there's this guy at work. His name's Victor. Does that all day, right? I'll be having a talk.
He doesn't listen to the
like,
pod?
I was about to put it in the chat. Don't these folks listen to the pod?
No,
Are you putting Victor on blast, internet style?
I don't know, some people make sure he listens to it.
The ones that do know what I'm talking about and will appreciate me for this.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So we'll be having a talk about month-end accounting and stupid blah 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 numbers, and then he'll come in and he'll be like, "Hey guys, shut up for a minute," and then he'll start going into his thing or whatever. And instead of getting so upset about it, I would let him interrupt me, and then I just start talking over him while he's saying the thing he has to say. And then he got upset that I interrupted him, which I thought was very delicious. So, like, if you were talking, I would just, I would do that to him the whole time.
Yeah,
that's got to be annoying.
What you do,
right? So what I just do to him, and then he would
the most interesting thing in the world. And you just really lean in, and when he starts talking, you got to be like, "Shut up, everybody! Victor's talking. Come on, guys! Hey, everybody, get in here! Victor, gather around Victor! Everybody, gather around Victor!" Yeah, that's the way you got to do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna blow up his spot so good.
I'm telling you.
I'm writing that down. That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is why I come to therapy. This is fantastic.
All your coworkers are gonna take that and say he just said he's gonna blow Victor.
Hey, if they say that, that means they're listening. In which case, I thank them all. What's up, Ray and Ruben? How we doing?
I'll take all the wins. Yeah. So I had an example of this some years back, which just absolutely blew my mind because
Jarrett.
If someone else had told me this story, I would not believe them. But I lived it. So I've been in IT for years, and I had a regular client it was a law firm in the Beverly Hills area. So I was there every day of the week. And one day I literally, this gives you an idea of the dating of this too. I had to go to Radio Shack for a part. It's the most ridiculous thing, but it's
so this is 2005.
Probably in that territory, yes. It was probably more like 2010, but yeah. So we need a specific cable or adapter or whatever is literally the only place around that would have something like that is Radio Shack. So fine. Ran over to Radio Shack and I go in, I'm dressed appropriately for a law firm. And inside there's one employee, there's two other customers. The employee's helping this elderly woman with literally an FM radio. And it's literally the only FM radio they have because this is still at the point where no one has a radio anymore.
Are you sure it's not 2005?
Maybe, yeah. And she's got some questions about it, and he's explaining to her all of, it explains all the details on the back. You just read through that and just let me know if you need anything else. And he goes back to the counter. And he starts helping the other woman who's there, who's I don't know, some woman probably in her 30s, looked completely normally dressed, nothing unusual about her. And he starts helping her, and the elderly woman starts looking at the clerk angrily, and finally comes over to the counter, is like, "I thought you were helping me. Why are you helping this other woman here?" And he said, well, I was just giving you time to look it over. We have other customers. I'm just making sure that everybody gets taken care of. And she starts complaining to him about, how dare you? You were helping me. How dare you help this ordinary-looking woman?
Oh.
And she starts ranting about how, just look at her. Look at this woman. She's so ordinary. How can you put her in front of me? She's such an ordinary person. And she circles around over and over again about just the audacity of this clerk for putting this ordinary-looking woman above her.
When you say ordinary, is this old woman speak for person of color?
Ooh. It's interesting that I didn't mention that, but that you did manage to figure out that she happened to not be white. Fascinating, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a conversation we have in my house all the time. Whereas if you scratch the surface of something, you're going to be like, "Hey, look, racism!"
Yep.
Yahtzee.
Yeah.
Or sexism.
Yeah.
Or ableism or anything. Yeah.
And I know I don't remember details anymore, but like there were definitely a few things she said about herself by comparison to really drive home how extraordinary she is. And we're all just staring at her in shock.
Did she say extraordinary or did she say supreme too?
Now that you think, say it, yeah.
And what was the reply to that?
Do we hear the phrase Ubermensch at any point?
I actually did start to say something, and I honestly at this point I have no idea what it was. It's been too far gone, but I started to call her out on her behavior, and the clerk very gently said to me, "If you don't mind, please don't involve yourself in this." And of course, knowing that I could potentially make this worse for them, I absolutely immediately said, "Of course, absolutely." Yeah. And the other woman, the quote unquote ordinary woman, also you could tell was like, just deal with this woman. I'll wait, because she clearly didn't want shit going down either. So yeah, the clerk helped her and got her the hell out of there while the rest of us just stared at each other in shock.
I can't believe you were there the moment Radio Shack went bankrupt. That's
that was their last customer. Yes,
that was their last FM radio, and after that, they became Other Shit Shack.
Yes,
and then eventually Shake Shack.
Super.
Whoa! Oh my God! Thank God she's gone. We can all talk about that, right? That lady.
That was
we all got that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That was.
Oh my God, guys!
If I had not been here in person, I would not believe you if you had told me what just transpired. If you had told me that as a story, I would have thought you were exaggerating.
I can't believe she said that either. That is nuts.
I mean, a lot of people will kind of vaguely dance around things, but she was so direct about how much she just absolutely just such vitriol. I mean, I personally, I didn't know anybody who felt that strongly about Jimmy Fallon before. I don't think I'm ever going to meet somebody who feels that strongly about Jimmy Fallon again.
And unsolicited,
but can we all agree?
Too.
Yeah. Can we all agree that while, we may not all love Jimmy Fallon, the hatred, it's just got to stop.
We may, partially blame him for, that certain presidency and his involvement in normalizing it. But again, perfectly decent fellow who just, helped destroy democracy.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's show is a bit pablum. And, I mean, there's definitely a toxic work environment there due to his excessive drinking. But, I mean, the level that she was just throwing things.
It was just ridiculous. And, of course, I mean, it may have bothered everybody, like that he would give into a laugh immediately on SNL, where it became a bit. It became so distracting, you couldn't even remember what the sketch was about. And he would laugh, like, dude, you haven't earned that. What are you doing? But you know what? But her anger was just so misplaced and so out of whack.
Yeah, it was Kabonkers.
I mean, yes, of course. Granted, the movie Taxi may have set back Queen Latifah's career at least a decade. But we can't blame all of that on Jimmy Fallon. I mean, definitely like in the 80 percentile, but you can't blame all of that on Jimmy Fallon.
No, and and the way he obviously brings important guests on, and then just softballs questions at them to the point where it's like, why are we even bothering to promote this fact when you're just really going to just give anyone and everyone a platform on your show without any real thought, any real depth, any real effort at all to hold their feet to the fire, as though this is just a sideshow for everyone, that nothing matters in this world, nothing's important. Nothing really impacts us at all.
But you can't say stuff like she said. That is a
it's
bridge
Kabonkers.
too far. Yeah. Even if he did just fail upwards into Conan O'Brien's rightful seat, you still can't say those kinds of things about a person.
Hey. Hey, excuse me. I need some.
Oh God.
Get the fuck out of here, Jimmy.
I need some
Go
help.
out now.
I just needed a new TV.
No.
Oh my God! Please, just go.
No.
Just go.
We don't serve your kind.
I'm doing my Rolling
Thanks for
Stones
cheapening
impression.
the hip hop of the roots. Thanks for cheapening the hip hop of the roots.
Don't you guys see it? I'm walking like a chicken, but like a guy like the Rolling Stones do.
We all see it. We all see it all the time. It's your shtick.
It's
We're
incredible.
laughing just as much at you as we do at the show.
Up next, Selena Gomez is going to be here, and she's going to be telling us all about her new show. We'll see you right after the break.
What does he think he's doing?
Does he think he's on the show right now?
Does he think everything is his show? Is he that entitled?
I think he might be drunk.
Oh, that would explain a lot. All right.
The camera 3, when we come back, if you could do a better job of staying on me. Right?
Someone should tell him something. This is Kabonkers.
You know what? I'm starting to think that lady was right.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like she may have been kind of underplaying it at this point. I am filled with rage at this moment.
Hey, we're back, and it's time to do one of my favorite desk bits. Who's doing what? Who's doing what?
Oh,
Who's
okay.
doing
There's
what?
not a desk there.
Is there anything
Not a
here?
desk.
It's where we ask people on the street. I go out there, Jimmy. I go out there and I say to people, "Who's doing what?" And you just don't even. Let's just roll the tape, huh?
There's
Guys,
no
he's
tape.
He's just standing over by the adapters. I gotta say though, as much right now as I want to just take one of these old S-video cables that we have laying around, and just choke him out with it, I will say, his Ben & Jerry's ice cream flavor is quite delicious.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
There is. He does have that.
I've got a couple of those.
Probably
in
the
the
best thing he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the best. Have you guys noticed he seems like he's very much like a Vinnie Barbarino impression too? It's got like the shades to it. Is that just me?
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Welcome back. I'm so glad to have on here one of my favorite people on the planet, my best friend, one of my best friends, and who was always there with me on SNL, Tina Fey, everybody.
Wait, he promised us Selena Gomez. Wait.
There's also nobody else here.
Guys, we're getting a special guest.
You know what?
Tina, it's been so long. I'm so glad to see you. Oh, I'm so glad to see you too.
Okay, we've got to call somebody. This has gone
now?
too far. It's gone too far, guys. He's fallen down. He's in the upside down now. This is wrong. He's in the sunken place. Something's going on with this guy.
I'm kind of willing to watch this play out.
Yeah, honestly, it's the kind of train wreck I'm into.
Yeah.
It's pretty Kabonkers.
No, this is exactly why his ratings are so high. Guys, we've got to...
This is where we are. And it was a show. I'll wait for the applause to stop.
All right, we just got to kill him, guys. I think we've just got to kill him. I think that's the only thing we can do now.
Oh my God, there he is. We found him. Oh my God, I'm from NBC. I'm so sorry. Jimmy Fallon got out of his cage, and usually we keep him in a cage before the show, and he got out. He keeps escaping.
I'm not going back.
I'm so sorry, Jimmy. Come with me.
I'm doing my Rolling Stones again.
Get into your leash, Jimmy. Get into your leash. Nope. Do not fight me on your legs. Do not fight me on your legs.
We have stun guns here if you need one.
Yeah, we've got cattle prod stun guns.
I just look. Does anybody have like a cookie that he can just like stuff in his mouth? It'll keep him from talking. And he does this funny bit where it crumbles out of his mouth, and then he just
I mean,
And-
I have a cookie. I
Oh,
was
yeah,
Sammy,
Sammy,
Sammy, just have
It's
that.
time for
Just
my
gonna
other favorite desk bit. Who stole the cookie from the cookie jar?
That's right. We gotta go back to NBC so you
Who
can
stole
do
the
your show.
cookie
Thank
from
you
the
guys so
cookie
much
jar?
for taking
Who
care
stole
of
the
him.
cookie
for
from
taking
I'm
the
gonna
away.
leave you
cookie
guys
jar?
$1,000 in cash on
Oh,
here.
okay.
Just please don't tell anybody about this problem. He is on medication. All right. Thank you so much.
It wasn't me. It was Questlove. You stole the cookie this
Why
time,
do the
Quest.
NBC pledges, NBC, but not pledges, they're called
Pages.
pages, have so
Yes.
much cash on them?
It's petty cash. They just can get it from their. I was an NBC page for a summer. Did I tell you guys about that? You know what? Hey, we'll save it for break. All right. Do you have any more
What
cookies?
break?
Wait,
What?
what?
What's happening?
Huh?
Oh my God, it's spreading.
Oh no. Oh god.
He's got Fallon.
Oh god, guys, we'll be right back.
No.
Oh no.
Shit is
Oh no, guys, what's
Kabonkers.
happening? What's
Legit. Legit. Oh, although we do actually
What
have.
is Kabonkers?
Don't know.
That's what that guy said.
It's that character. Yeah.
Yeah. But we actually do have to take a break. It's not part of the scene because we do have to have a sponsored ad to pay for this episode.
I just like making you laugh.
Just like Jimmy Fallon. Michael Heiman, who is our sponsor for this week's episode?
Yes.
Co-host.
I can't wait. I can't wait for you to hear it. Here it is. Do you need something to add the element of unknown and terror to whatever it is you're doing? Well, come on down to Nightmare Fuel. We've got everything you need to add the unsettling unknown to whatever it is you're putting out there. Do you need eyeballs? We've got eyeballs. Do you need worms? We have so many worms. Do you need phrases to put the weird and unknowable cosmic horror into what you're trying to do? Why is it squishy? Get it out of my nose. We've got all of that down here at Nightmare Fuel. We just have rows and rows and aisles of darkness and deep dark fears. And also Daniel Radcliffe. We have Daniel Radcliffe's out of Harry Potter. We have Daniel Radcliffe's right out of Swiss Army Man. And we have Daniel Radcliffe's out of the future that you've never seen before. So many Daniel Radcliffes. Do you know that sound? I know that sound. That's Daniel Radcliffe splitting open and turning into an unknowable mass of flesh and eyes and teeth. Come on down to Nightmare Fuel today.
I would love my own Daniel Radcliffe splitting open inside full of teeth and eyes, I think.
Teeth and eyes
And flesh. And flesh. Okay, yeah. Sounds perfect, honestly.
I bet it tastes like Four Loko.
It could be Five Loco.
Five Loco. Oh, I want an ad for Five Loco.
That sounds like the perfect gift for what's it coming up? Arbor Day? Arbor Day.
Arbor Day.
Arbor Day.
Probably.
Yeah.
Arbor
Yeah.
Day.
Flag Day actually on the 14th, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'll be after this episode airs, I think. Yeah. Or before. I don't know.
Dang.
I don't know how things work.
Well, maybe we can
Who
still
knows?
let people catch those Flag Day sales.
Yeah. Well, it happens every year. So if they miss this one, they come around to the next one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what's some more entitlement that people have had the privilege of experience?
Were you going for a thing there with privilege and entitlement?
I
Did it
was,
work?
yes. Yeah, thank you.
worked, yeah.
I appreciate
So
it. Yeah.
sometimes I work at a private university, and
EU.
yeah, and I was directing a show at a private university, and it was a long form narrative improv, and so we work a lot on character. We're doing monologues and we're doing interviews with them in character, and I had these two characters that were this took place in the late 1800s, and they were immigrants from Ireland. These two characters, and the one character was a head maid, and the second was her underling, her second tier maid. I don't know what that's called. Assistant.
Yep.
What?
It's
No
called
idea.
an undermaid.
Okay, an undermaid, yeah. And so the lead maid was complaining about life, complaining about the people that own the home that they worked in, just a litany of complaints. And I asked, and so she's going off. I'm like, and so I asked her underling. I'm like, hey, do you want to get in on this? Or do you have anything that you'd like to complain about? And she's like, oh no. I'm like, why not? And she's like, oh, I don't think she would complain. And I was like, oh my God, this is really interesting. Let's investigate this. I'm like, why don't you think she would complain? Because, this is an immigrant that is working for nothing in America. And she said, because I think she'd just be happy to have a job.
Oh.
And so I was like, oh, this is not character work. This is something you've heard your family say about people. And so I go, okay, but I didn't say that. So I said, okay, have you ever had a job? And she looked at me and went, no. Like I was way out of line to even ask something of her.
Oh, God.
And then, so I was like, have you ever had have you ever had a class that you didn't care for, that you didn't like? And she's like, oh yeah, sure, of course. And I'm like, did you complain about that? And she said, yeah, of course. And I'm like, shouldn't you have just been happy to get the credits? And then you could see her click in. She's like, oh. And I said, have you ever had a class that you liked? And she's like, yes. Not this one, of course. But have you ever had a class that you liked? And she said, yes. And I go, did you complain about it? And she's like, she thought about it. She goes, yeah, I guess I do sometimes. I'm like, humans just like to complain, even though they should be happy just to have a job in this country. But like my point was, it was amazing. Like she actually thought that was a real thing, that they would just be happy to be like mistreated, and I was just to be. It blew me away that she thought that was a real concept because she heard it in her family.
Super. Listen, Kevin, you were born 2.5 seconds ahead of me. We're conjoined twins. Please don't refer to me on this speed dating as your underbrother, okay? I'm just Phil, okay? I'm not your underbrother.
So kid brother? The lesser brother. Brother the lesser. I like that. Let's go with that. That's better than underling.
So if you find the love of your life today, that's what they're going to address me for the whole time. Mind you, we're conjoined. We're together.
Whoa.
Ding.
Let's even...
Hi, I'm Mia.
Hey, how are you?
Hi.
I'm just gonna turn this.
Stop it, Kevin.
I'm gonna turn your. Let me turn your head away. Let me turn your head away.
Fine.
Hey.
I work in finance, but right now I'm starting to work my way up. So I'm a junior account executive. And I'm here because my friends say that, I'm funny and fun, but I don't ever get to show that side, so I thought I'd try to meet somebody.
As a matter of fact, love to work in accounting.
Okay,
sorry.
Whoa, no.
Oh, did you bring a friend with you?
No, this is my...
Friend?
This is my brother the lesser. I guess I'd say hello.
So you're conjoined twins, and he was born slightly behind you, so he's the lesser brother.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not the lesser...
See, you told me you were funny and fun, and you're very insightful and intelligent.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry.
It goes along with being funny.
Miss, I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name because I had somebody covering my ear.
This is an A and B conversation. Perhaps you can see your way out of it.
Oh
I'm
my gosh,
one
you're so
half
funny
of the
too.
A, you dummy.
So I'm Mia, and you are?
Look, I just...
I'm Kevin.
Oh, you weren't talking.
Hi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Kevin.
Yeah.
Hi.
Your eyes are just... It's really hard for me to concentrate. They're just sparkling so much.
He knows nothing
Thank
about
you.
accounting.
No.
But...
Two of the four eyes that I'm looking at are sparkling too, and they happen to be all you.
Thank you. Hey, brother, can you shut your eyes, please?
I can headbutt you by just turning left. Okay, sure.
What? Are you threatening me? Security!
No.
Security!
Yeah.
Can we get this guy kicked out of here?
Yeah, can we keep... This gentleman is threatened me with a headbutt, and
okay. I have experience. This is not my first rodeo with the conjoined twins.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Would you like me to use a chainsaw?
No.
I've got surgical instruments, but that takes a bit longer.
I'm gonna say dealer's choice. What are you in the mood for today?
Oh gosh, I haven't used the axe in a while.
Was it asking me? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Kevin. We gotta rotate.
I know accounting if you want to talk accounting.
Put a little star next to my name for the next rotation.
Oh, for sure.
Hi,
right.
Hi guys. I'm Jarrett, and please excuse my conjoined fraternal twin. It's my top sister.
Oh.
Yeah, Kevin, handle this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are my services still needed, or are you?
No, we're good.
If you use a chainsaw, you kill us, sir. Please do not use a chainsaw.
You act like that's my problem.
I actually really appreciate. What's your name, brother?
Are you talking about me?
No, brother.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna step out at this point.
Brother the Greater or Brother the Lesser?
No, quit saying that. That's not a thing.
I am Brother the Greater. This is Brother the Lesser.
I'm the bottom brother in this conjoined situation.
Sometimes I call him my under brother.
Yeah,
and he calls me my upper sister. But part of it is because of where we're located.
Yeah, she's literally on top. We're conjoined.
Okay, so that makes sense. That's geographic
hold on.
location.
We were getting to
I
a point
literally
that I
talk
really
out
want
of
to
the ass.
Okay, thank you. So you're conjoined at the where?
Yeah.
Exactly?
Yeah, you just hear you didn't see a face. You just hear my voice because it's coming out of our ass.
It's like a Quado situation, but
it's where our
from the butt.
mouth is. But it's also our butt.
So you're partially absorbed. Yeah. I can't really see exactly what's happening.
No, it would require some. It just wouldn't be flattering for a top sister to have to display me.
No, it would be bad. That's why I am just mostly just covered in these overalls.
Look, I'm sorry to interrupt.
It's delightful.
The overalls allow me room to breathe. It's kind of nice.
And the thing is my under brother, is he's a lot more. I'm shy. He's more outgoing. So
I do most of the talking. She does most of the relationship.
Okay.
I kind of like the idea of sharing the load. I've had to carry the whole load, but it's because I'm the greater of the brothers.
No, you have not. I'm sorry. Top sister is that what you have
to have? It's Amelia, but you can call me top sister.
No, I prefer to call you Amelia because that's who you are as a person. Amelia, let me ask you just a quick question.
Are you saying you don't believe in birth order? Like it's not a real, valid thing?
Nah, because
I am who I am.
Because of the way we kind of came out all as one. I mean, I guess.
Oh, your poor mother.
Heads were first, so technically.
Both of your heads came out at the same time?
Well, no, I don't. I mean, my head is kind of absorbed inside our butt, so.
Yeah, and my head was in my butt. So we came out that way, and then when I popped out, my head came out of my butt.
We came out as a donut.
Excuse me, security?
Yeah.
Security, can we ring the bell, please? Can we please ring the bell?
Anytime you want.
Yes, let's ring the bell.
It was nice meeting you.
Sorry, the bell's not working right now. We're digging it. It's just not going. You guys have to wait for a minute while we fix this bell. Sorry, guys. You gotta.
But real quick,
we'll get this bell working in a moment.
Real quick though, Amelia, can I give you my number?
We've got rules. We can't move until you hear the bell sound. Sorry.
Security guy, I'll take it. Amelia's pretty shy, so top sister doesn't like that.
That's fine.
But
I'm into all the stuff that
just
you've
slip
got
it down
the
back of the overalls. I'll catch it.
Oh yeah.
Just put it right
far do you want me
it
to slip
looks
it
like
down?
it's just falling into nothingness, but it's actually going to my underbelly.
That's really working for me. Yeah.
He's got it in his teeth.
You expect a call from me.
Also my butt.
Or you call me, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have eyes though, so she's gonna have to reach down here. And
I can only get so hard.
To pull into. Pull it out.
I would just like to say I appreciate you for who you are and what you are, but I am more of a donut hole man than a donut man. So I don't think it's gonna work out between us's.
He doesn't make any money. I'm an accountant. I pull down $250,000 a year.
You count other people's money. How is that impressive?
And I make money. What do you do, Kevin? What do you do?
I look like this. I look like this.
You say you're an ideas guy.
I'm a big picture guy. I'm a big picture guy. I can't be like.
I'm just gonna say that I work security for a lot of major events, and some people slip me some bribes to get into things, and I absolutely take those bribes. So honestly, I make some pretty good money.
That's pretty attractive, I gotta say. Top Sister's kind of into that, but I mean, we just own several Dunkin' Donuts franchises.
So $250,000 is like nothing.
Wow.
Great.
I gotta say, as essentially a rent-a-cop, I am into the donuts. So this is,
if you want to put your number down my overalls.
I already did, but I can put another number down there or anything else.
I already got it, but it's kind of a mess.
I'm so sorry. I got confused.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Because I can't see what's going on back there.
Honestly, confused works for me too. Everything you've got going on works for me.
Great. Well, Underbrother does all of my scheduling, so.
All right.
I'm not an Underbrother. Oh wait, I'm sorry. You're talking about him. Yeah. Right. My bad.
I'm sorry if that word.
I accept it. You look, pal.
bell.
You just got to accept. You just got to.
Really
accept
sorry.
your
Yeah, I don't know what
position in
happened.
life.
This bell is just like we're just like going, and it's not
For
working.
the love of God, please fix the bell.
Honestly, bell guy
Sorry,
is
there's
fine.
just rules to speed dating. It has to be the bell, otherwise you can't rotate. We're working on it.
Look, Underbrother, you just got to accept your position in life. You were born second. It's fine. We were born technically at the same time, but like we were kind of spinning at the same. So there's no way to. There was no slow motion replay when we came out.
At
Technology
first, all
wasn't
was
at the
darkness.
time. Yeah.
And then there was light.
It's
but it
currently
was after
always
I-
darkness for me. So I just go on. I honestly don't even know what I hear out of. I just know what I talk out of.
In between the horrific idea of their life itself, he did have a great point that you should just accept who you are and what you are.
I'd be nobody.
Yeah.
I'd be nobody without Underbrother.
Top brother, that's such sage advice, and that's really what I was trying to tell you, Underbrother, or bottom brother, or less
I'm not a
than
bottom
brother.
I am
or
not a bottom
not
brother.
equal to brother, or
Any synonym like that works. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, just accept who you are, and just live with it.
So I want to make sure this is great. I go to work, I do my job, I get my paycheck,
I'm there for all of this. Why are you telling me this?
and he's entitled to all of the work I do. He just because he's top brother.
Well, I am there. I am helping supervise you.
You're
I
not-
didn't even go to accounting school, but I am there to help you through that. I'm like, hey,
Security guard, I will pay you to use that chainsaw now.
Look,
what
take it
about
from me.
that
Take
decimal?
it from me, bottom brother. Sometimes, through your life, maybe even your whole life, you're just gonna have to eat shit.
Yeah, because I do have to shit.
Sorry, that's not actually the bell. We're
Oh,
just
come
trying to
on.
make something work, figuring it out.
I don't know if this is
We're-
relevant,
we're
by the
testing,
way,
we're
but I
testing.
did eat my twin in the womb.
Legit.
I was literally trying to figure out what you looked like, and I could not. Every time I thought I had it,
It's a
you would
Taurus.
change the description a little bit. And I was like, no, I don't know what they look like again.
It's a Mobius person.
I'm glad I don't have to draw this
God.
for the cover art.
It looks different from every angle.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was
Man, that was
really fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
God.
what if Human Centipede was a donut? That's basically them. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
friendly.
that's a
The
lot.
centipede of Ouroboros.
It's so friendly. Yeah. Who has not been talking about how entitled they are?
No, watching Entitled.
Or, if you've got your own example of you being entitled, I'll take it.
Here's some. I was just talking about this the other day. Like when it's one of those things that you
Oh,
don't
so it's
know.
all about you. Got it.
Yes. when like one of those things that like you don't know until you don't know what you don't know until you know it. So when I
Well said.
Say that
Thank
again.
you.
I love that.
Say
Thank
that
you. I
again.
had the extra,
the
you know
same
it.
way
Yeah,
right now. Say it again the same way right now.
That's the
Or
episode
you
title.
will.
Yeah, can we get that?
So we were talking like I went to a private school for K through 6, and then I went to a public school for 7th and 8th grade. I went to this like egghead program, but I had never so when I was at the private school, everybody was pretty much in the same boat. We all had kind of the same upbringing, the same kind of people, the same parents. But I went to public school, I had a whole new group of people I was dealing with. And I remember I was hanging out with this kid, and we went bike riding. And he came to my house before we went bike riding, and he was focused on the table, the kitchen table, and he's like, "What is that for?" And I'm like, he's pointing to a bowl of fruit. My mom always kept fruit out in case you wanted to eat in between meals or whatever. And I'm like, it's, for eating. He's like, but is it like for a meal or what's going on with it. Like he was so focused on it, I didn't understand what his deal was, and then like we're riding bikes around or whatever, and he pulls out like an orange or whatever. He goes, "Hey, do you want to share this with me?" I'm like, "Did you take that from the house?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, I never eat that fruit because it's just there for me to look at. But yeah, I enjoyed that orange. But the thing was, like, it didn't dawn on me until well after the fact that not everybody has just food lying around the house. And they definitely don't have, like, fresh fruit lying around the house. And that's why I couldn't understand why he was so stunned by it. Right. And I had to explain that it was for eating, but not for a meal or it's just whenever you wanted it. And that was, like, my first idea that not everybody was on the same tier in terms of, like, that was a sense, like, I had no idea how entitled I was. It took me a while to figure out why he was so, like, what's going on with this, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't grow up with bowls of fruit either, but that's just...
Yeah, you just had... Never mind.
I don't know what that was about to be.
Chopin.
Whoa! Man!
What?
Right here, you got... What's this paper for? Like this paper next to my fork.
That's just a napkin. And that's not actually paper, that's linen. It looks like paper, but it's linen. It's for, like, wiping your mouth or putting on your lap when you're eating.
I got a question here, too. What are these things floating in the glass of water? They're all rocky and clear.
Oh, those.
Yeah, you got hard stuff in your water.
Those are ice cubes. I know this is Arizona, so we're not used to seeing ice here. But those are ice cubes. It helps keep your drink cold, but you should probably drink it quickly because as the ice melts, it's only water. So your lemonade or your iced tea will then become watered down. So you'll want to do that a little more quickly than if it just was...
Wait. What's that thing the water's sitting in?
Oh, that's called a glass.
What?
You don't...
No, like... I noticed you guys...
you don't just put the water in my hands?
No, we don't do that.
You don't just cup your hands under the faucet and then drink out it?
Faucet? You got a faucet? We have the hose out front. Well, that's where we drink from.
Yeah.
I meant the hose
what water source
faucet.
is the hose?
What am I, a Rockefeller?
The hose both water source and teacher and preacher and disciplinarian.
I am so glad the entire cast of Hee Haw came to visit me this morning. This is... amazing.
Wait, what's Hee Haw?
It's a television show.
What? What's television?
What's
a cast?
Is that one of them looky radios?
Yes, it's exactly what it is.
What's a show?
Radio. A show is when...
What is this concept?
When people put on... They create a whole new world that maybe is not a real world at all, but it intrigues you when you get thrown into that world for a half hour at a time. Well, 22 minutes minus the commercials. And it's entertaining and it's fun.
That's what happens when my brother hits me over the head with a shovel.
Oh,
y'all got a shovel?
No, hang on a second. Don't you? I had enough of this. You just pissing on me and telling me it's hydration. What the fuck is a shovel?
Wait, you know the word hydration, but you don't know shovel.
Well, I mean, everybody's got to have water. I mean, we drink it out of our hands from the hose faucet.
And sometimes people pee into our mouths directly.
The shovel's what you use to dig up a hole to dump all the bones in.
I feel like you guys are putting me on now. I feel like you guys are just having a little fun at my expense here. Is that what's happening?
Having what?
A little fun at my... Like, you guys are making fun of me is what I'm saying.
What's that word?
You guys are funning me a bit.
Fun?
I don't know if we have that around here.
What? Fun?
We just toil.
Fun?
Yeah. We're first to toil at all times.
Wait, where are we exactly? I'm confused now.
We're obviously in Tucson, Arizona.
You're on, boy. You know exactly where you are. You are on the Fallon Ranch. You are on the homestead where your boy Jimmy came from.
Oh, that would explain why none of this is funny to me, and I feel like I'm in pain.
Hold it! Stop it! Goddamn second! You need to define about 5 of those words that just came out of your mouth.
Which 5 would you like, sir?
Daddy, this guy's Kabonkers.
Legit.
So just because I said I had a bowl of fruit, now I'm a fancy person? Is that what's happening?
You set yourself up for that.
You and your vitamins.
Real people have scurvy.
In the Midwest, our bowls of fruit were the only bowls of fruit we had were fruit salad, but that fruit salad would be usually one fruit, like strawberry or maybe cherry, and then just fucking grotesque mixture of like mayonnaise and marshmallows and maybe cheese even. And it just the most insane mixture of things that was just so loosely called fruit and salad. If you wanna, at the same time.
It's very Newhall of that recipe.
That makes lutefisk sound delicious.
Yeah. If you really want to turn your stomach, look at like a 50s cookbook.
Yes.
It's some of the stuff where they were like,
all encased in gelatin.
Make yourself some make yourself a strawberry gelatin.
Yes.
Just take some beef bones and boil it for an hour.
A tuna mold.
Just foul.
I got to be honest though, Jet, you said earlier, like, or an entitlement thing that you do. Yeah. I'm well aware of this, and it's why I also brought it up, because it's the thing I don't like about myself, is that whole diatribe I had about Victor interrupting me about my shit. I have no problem breaking into Nick's office in the middle of something else and being like, hey, leave. I got to talk to him about whatever, and being completely okay with that. I know it's not right. I do that 5 times a day. It's something I definitely need to work on.
And 2 of our listeners are so happy to have heard you finally admit that.
What up, Ray and Ruben? How's it going, buddy?
2 shout-outs in 1 episode.
Yeah, man. We're moving up.
Damn.
Talk about special. You 2 should feel entitled.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will also say, not to date I don't want to date the episode, but I think we all learned a little bit about entitlement this week, about how sometimes when you're feeling really entitled, you think, hey, you know what? I'm above the law and there's nothing that can touch me.
I have no idea.
And then something happens that kind of brings you down a peg and makes you realize, hey, maybe, just maybe, I fucked up.
Is he talking about the Arbor Day Festival being canceled?
100%.
Yes, I am talking about.
Maybe you get told that 34 times in a row. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking maybe we can all hope that we'll also die before we ever face any consequences.
Yeah.
Because that's what we'll probably expect. You'll never find out!
Because this episode is ending right now. Michael Heiman.
No, cut to...
Michael Heiman, we here would like to... The jury is wondering if you have anything to say about this preponderance of evidence that we have put forth, accusing you of the murder of one Jimmy Fallon.
I'll say, he deserved it, and you all know it. You all agree with me, and I don't regret it.
Order! Please, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you must stop cheering. Now, Mr. Heiman.
You all, if you were all in my place, you all would have done it. You all would have killed Jimmy Fallon, and I'd do it again.
All right. Mr. Heiman, take us back to that night. Tell us what happened.
Well, you see, I was stepping out of a time machine. It was 2015. I was on the set of SNL. And there was Jimmy Fallon.
Cut to that night.
With Donald Trump, and I thought...
All right, Jimmy, you stay in your cage. Do not get out of your cage, okay? Your show's going to be starting
But what
soon.
if you let me out right now?
Jimmy, I'm not going to do that, okay? Just stay in this room. Nothing's going to happen to you, okay? I'm shutting the door. You're alone in here.
Okay, Tina.
Jimmy Fallon, I'm from the future.
Oh.
Eat this poison cookie.
I'm doing my Rolling Stone things again.
You deserve this. That's great. Just eat this poison
okay.
cookie. I'm telling you it's poison. You eat it.
I'm going to eat this. Look at me.
Eat it.
I'm eating this
Eat
cookie
it.
that
You're gonna die.
I know is poisoned.
Yeah, eat it, Jimmy.
This is terrible.
You son of a bitch, you deserve this.
I'm choking.
I've saved the future!
We cut back. Well, it seems that since you used a time machine to commit this crime back in 2015, the statute of limitations has expired. Damn it! The state drops all charges. The judge dismissed this case.
All right, dismissed. Let's go have lunch.
Oh, we don't all get lunch, Judge.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna go have me some lunch, and you all can get your $10. Go talk to the clerk.
Oh, did you hear that, Top Sister? We're gonna get $10.
This is great.
This is fantastic. Hey,
I'm gonna put a hamburger down there and so you can have one.
I get to eat something this time through my mouth?
I think this has been a red letter day.
Wow.
And I think that red letter days, even though you know how uncomfortable it makes me, I think that you should have a hamburger.
I love you, Top Sister.
I love you too, Bottom.
You know you're only getting one $10 bill to share, right?
That's fine. That covers the hamburger. Here,
Legit.
you hold it.
Michael
I like
Heiman,
Amelia and Bottom Brother. I like those two. Yeah.
please tell us the things you do.
Thank as always to Matt Walker for intro and outro music. This episode was hosted by Jet Kaufman, edited by Jet Kaufman and Chris Sanders, and co-hosted by me, Michael Heiman. Every scene you heard today was improvised on the spot, along with some of the ads, with only a light touch of editing for your comfort. If you're loving what we're doing, pause real quick, travel back in time, write a 5-star review before you listen to this episode, and then close the app and tell your friends about us. If you want to submit your own questions for the show, private message us or tag us on Instagram, Facebook, or Threads. You can also email us at contact@superlegitpod.com. Tonight's regular cast, which is everyone here, included Josh Spence, Chris Sanders, Stephen C. James, Sean Michael Boozer, and Jen Burton.
That's it? That's it?
Yeah, that's
Wow.
it.
Woohoo!
That's it.
All right.
That's it.
Okay. Well, I think we had a wonderful episode. I hope our listeners enjoyed it, and I hope you all feel entitled to more future great episodes of the Super Legit Podcast.
Hey, Jet,
Yeah, what's up, Josh? Sorry, I'll whisper with you. Yeah.
that episode was pretty kabonkers, wasn't it?
That episode was so kabonkers. I look forward to doing more of them in the future.
Thanks for making Fetch a thing, dude. I appreciate it.
I don't believe anything's on. Oh my time, I kicked the door on its hinges just so I could move on. Oh, oh, oh,
I love you, buddy.
I love you.
I try.
buddy. You're better than that Sean Michael Boozer guy.
What are we even still doing?
I don't know. I'm waiting for Sanders to hit us on the end.
He's not going to do it. We're just left out to dry. We thought we could manage this, but we can't.
It's gone too far.
Hoisted by our own petards.
Foisted.
Well, Heiman killed Fallon, so
It's fair. It's really no coming back from that.
I'm glad we stuck with the logic.